What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Living with Bees, also known as Dungeons, Dragons, and Space Shuttles. I hope everybody's doing alright. I'm doing pretty good, except that my Minecraft has the problem of sticky keys. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but currently I'm not touching any keys, and I'm moving around. That kind of means that we'll have to restart my game, but we're still going to talk a little bit about what we're doing right now. So I'm finishing to craft a couple of student bees. They take forever to finish when you don't have anything in there, but I kind of want to keep it for mutation. So I'm trying not to use my impregnated frames for anything else. Though I did not check one thing. The ones that he gives, does it reduces the time? Yeah, you see, it gives a better production, but it doesn't reduce the actual time it takes, and it's kind of the one that I want. Maybe we can look at frame, and like maybe there's like the cheapest of the ones. I'm not sure which one is the cheapest. Untreated frame. No, Wait, the untreated frame is that cheap? And it gives a production like that? Wow, okay. Proven frame is the one you buy. Impregnated frame is that one. Pheromone frame is to get pheromones. Poison frame, I've got no idea. The eternal frame, well, we can't do it. Okay, so yeah, I think I'll simply have to wait. Because I can't... It's a little bit annoying, but I guess it's the way to go. I can't do those yet. We don't have the carpenter. The carpenter, I believe, is the end quest for the tier 2, and we're at tier 1. Oh yeah, by the way, I did a couple of more quests. It's nothing like crazy quests. Like most of the things like this I had. This had a material, this was smelting stone, this was crafting something. Like it's all just crafting stuff. But I wanted to wait here because these are actually important. In other quests, I've done those. Here, I've done this. Didn't go anywhere else. Botania here, I'm still missing the mystical blue. Wild Hunt, I did these a couple of times. Just because I emptied the dungeon last time. And I didn't even start here for anything. So, yeah, this is where we are, and pretty much what I'm waiting for is get the student bee done. Oh, we're gonna sleep. I was tired of going upstairs, so I installed a bed here. But I'm gonna talk about something. So, a lot of people have asked why I've got multiple teleports. It is because I MOP'd on the server. It seems to be why I can have multiple home, and that I don't have a 5-second teleport. In reality, I would still have that if I wasn't OP'd on the server, simply because I would do it myself. If there's one thing I hate, it is waiting to teleport and not having multiple homes. The time it takes to do things, I don't want to lose time just going around the world. And that's just the way I play. I feel that like it would be stupid of me to have like to walk 5,000 meters just to go to a freaking spawner, or like have to make a path in the nether. I just make teleports like that. So normally I let myself have as many teleports as I have. I don't think it changes the game that much. I don't use this. I don't use it to stay alive. I use it to move around. If you use it to stay alive, then yes, you shouldn't have multiple homes. You should have your 5 seconds. In my case, I'm gonna fight. I did die already once, but didn't do it again, I think. Didn't I die again? Yeah, I think I did. No, this was my first day, I think. I'm not sure, but I don't think I died again. But yeah, so as you can see, this is my little setup for the bees. I was thinking of this or either like a square and like they go in each direction. But yeah, this works. You can do it in the middle if you don't connect the pipes. It worked great as well. But I thought I had more control over this. So over here, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, Okay, so we're gonna stop this one and that one as well, so we're gonna be able to get it. But alright, so over here we have one of those. Let's do something stupid and grab this apiary. And I'm gonna put you here. Alright, so we're gonna put the student, and the student will go with a common. So this can give us either a graduate queen or a collecting queen. Or if you're unlucky, it can literally give you a common. So this, I hope, won't happen. I think my common is here. Yeah, so let's grab like 2. And we're simply going to put 1 in there. And then we're going to put 3 of those in here. So these are going to allow us to get the mutation faster. But I think I talked about those already. So alright, let's put that there. And this thing simply now needs to wait. And that's kind of why I have multiple, so to try to do it more times than just once. Again, we're going to take another apiary. I need to set up a better farm for trees. I think I'm just going to do it here, because that's pretty much where I need it. And yeah, so we're going to put 1, 2, 3, put that there. Are you done? It's done. Why are you not done? But yeah, so I got rid of most of the bees that like didn't stack, so they were not good. And I kept just the drones that stack. So when I get like more, let's say like here, the noble, I can literally just come here and they stack together. So they're exactly the same bee. The noble do give dripping, and you can get honey and honeydew from there. And this is normally something you can use either for cooking, or what people use it is when you do bees, normally you do an analyzer. I don't do it because I already know what I need to do, and when they stack, when they don't stack, it means something, and like it's just easier for me. But you need a carpenter for this, so that's why I'm not using it. There's also the analyzer that you can do like this, but again, you need a portable analyzer. So yeah, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going it by knowing what's happening when bees are together. So, all right, let's get the 2 like this. Let's put those in there. All right, so this one's there. So we're going to put you there with that one. So now I need to wait for this to finish. And I'm probably going to do this until I get both of the bees that we're looking for. So the graduate and the collecting. The collecting is just going to be nice to get. I'm not even sure I'm going to keep it, but I like to get the bees, you know? So let's wait for these to finish. While doing bees, it's really important to pick a food that adds more clutter to your screen. So, all right, I've done a lot. I have done a lot. And so let's start here. So this one, I just removed most of the things, but it gives bark. So what it does is it uses, the bee looks at trees next to it, and it's going to give bark from those trees. And once you get the bark, what you can do is simply make logs from it. So it's pretty cool. So as this time, I've got like a little bit of oak wood, and I've got some more dark oak. It's not that fast, so if you want to make a farm with it, you should. So I should explain that you're gonna see I made a lot of bees, and my goal was to make the engineer here, and I kind of didn't mess up, but it's just that sometimes making bees is a little bit of random. So this one, well, I tried to transform a forest into a graduate, and it turned into a lumber. So I'm like, all right, we're going to keep the lumber. And then, oh, I need to figure out where they are. The armorer bee. So it's a graduate and a graduate with an anvil. So I placed an anvil under here while completing a quest, because you need to craft the anvil for a quest. And so yeah, now we've got the armor. I'll explain a little bit how these work just after. We need to craft something. Over here, we've got a Nuzbandry Queen. So this one, again, I tried to transform Meadow into a graduate, turn into a Nuzbandry. Over here, we've got the graduate. Over here we have a butcher, which is a graduate in the lumber. So I just decided, actually this one is when I tried to do the meadow as well, it turned into a butcher. So like I said, it's not super straight. A PhD is student and graduate. Over here we've got the engineer, and over here we've got the collecting drone. So what is cool here is we got collecting, butcher, and husbandry. And these three together can be useful for us. And we're going to see that after. But for the moment, we've got 5 here. So graduate, 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 and of course, graduate. In here, if you see, I've got Valiant. Valiant are a little bit weird because they come from like the hives, but there's a low % chance of getting them. And let me, do I have like a hive close? Yes. Okay. So normally you will use your scoop on it, but if you just use the scoop, you will get hurt. The one choice is to use the full set of apiarist, or you use a bee smoker. This is the recipe. I simply bought mine. And you right click until it does the sound, and then you can left click, and you're not going to get hurt. Let's check if it's ignoble. Let's just leave it there. I've got already like a couple of bees, and I've got more at home and everything. So yeah, so this is how I got my Valiant. I just went all around the world just to get this, and it takes a little bit of time. But all right, so what we want to do is do the recipes for the graduate now. So we're going to do the miner, the police, the armorer we have, but we can use it to make the sharpener. And there is the mason that we can do, and the honey smelter. And we have the smelter already, and we're not going to do the artistic. Well, maybe after, but for the moment we won't. The chief one, I don't remember what it does, but we're going to see. So, all right. So that means I completely forgot which one I needed. So engineer, Valiant, armorer, and smelter. Okay, so engineer, Valiant. So let's grab these. They're going to duplicate anyway. Engineer, I should have some in here. The smelter, I think, is in the back somewhere. Where is the smelter? Where did I put it? This is the thing. Normally you put a little bit of a sign somewhere. So there we go. We got some. Oh, we're gonna need 2 of those. And wait, we need a 5th one. I think there's a 5th one. Okay, so smelter. We've got those. Mason. Okay, I think we're good. So we got 4. This one needs an iron block. So let's grab an iron block. Let's go back here, and we're going to use this one for the iron block. So this one's going to take the engineer, and it's simply going to work. I'll go make some of the stuff to get better mutation. I ran out, and I just didn't care. But we're going to do it. Okay, so we're going to put half of it here, half of it there. And we're going to use this one to make the engineer. So, wait. Was that the correct thing that I did? No, did I miss? Yeah, I messed it up. All right, so you're going to change space. By the way, the worst one to make is without a doubt the armorer. So the armorer, the way you do it... Oh, that's the one I forgot, I think, yeah? A graduate to make the sharpening. Yeah, okay. So there we go. Let's put that there. Let's make sure. Yeah, okay, everything's fine. But the armorer is a graduate and a graduate, which normally would make a graduate, with an anvil at the bottom, and it took so much longer than anything else. I started doing it pretty much at the same time as the smelter. And yeah, you can see the smelter has multiplicated. And this one, like everything had the time to multiplicate, that's not a multiply, and this one just didn't. But yeah, So, all right, let's see what we can do. So we're going to grab some of that, and we're going to come in here and click B. No, I don't have anything here. Oh, it's in this bag. Not even? Well, we need flowers. So let's grab flowers. Okay. And then we're going to get 3 of those like that and put a flower in the middle. And it's going to give us flower pedestal. So this is pretty cool because it's going to allow us to do a bunch of things. There is a frame that we want. It is this one here. So untreated frame is just normal sticks with string. Oh, by the way, most of the recipes can be modified sticks for actual bones. So this is good since we have a farm. And all right, and a piece of paper. So let's grab some paper. All right. So this is a pheromone frame. And the reason you need this is because you're going to use that on your bee apiary frame, if you prefer. And it's going to, oh, okay, we're going to sleep. It's going to link your bee to a flower pedestal. And this is important because the bees that I'm doing right now don't really give us any products. What they do is they give us functionality. And when we look at the armorer, for example, so let's put like a pedestal maybe here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my boots on there. All right. So what we're going to see is this one eventually is going to do something to this. And what it's going to do is it's going to boost the overall strength of my armor. And when we get the same one from this part that does sharpening, you'll be able to sharpen your weapon, meaning it's going to do more damage. It does take a certain amount of time. And what you want to do is place a little bit of pheromone frames in the ones that do things like the smelter. And the reason for this is because it's going to give you pheromone that you can then right-click on the flower, and only that bee will be able to reach that flower. So, all right, over here, let's do the same thing for the smelter. Do I have something to smelt? Maybe like some sand? No? Let's go grab some sand. One of the bee that I needed to be in a desert, so I went to a desert to do it. It's the modest bee. Some of the bees won't be able to be done in plains. From this mod, they are all able to be done in a plain, but some of those are different. So, all right, we're gonna put that there, and it should slowly but surely use the bee to smelt this flower. Well, not the flower, but this. So there we go. So it turned this into glass. So now we can put another one. And yes, you can pipe things in and out. So this is pretty cool, and it smelts. At the moment, the bees are not modified, so they are really slow. But if, let's say, I grab those 3 frames, we're going to remove this. Okay? And then we're going to put send. Look at the difference. And this is the power of those bees because they're infinite. You just need to get rid of the honeycomb once in a while, and these are infinite, completely infinite. So this is amazing. I'm kind of waiting to see if we're going to get some pheromones, but it doesn't seem to give us anything. But let's do the same thing here. So we're going to grab... Oops, didn't want to do that. We're going to grab our frames that give some power. We're going to put these, and we're going to look a little bit. So you saw it did a little bit of an effect here, and this means that it affected my boots. So if I look at them, 18.7% or more increase. The more I leave them on there, the more it's going to go up. You could put more than one flower and put more than one armor on it, but what's going to happen is going to do one or the other, not all at the same time. How are these going? Yeah, so I'll make some frames and I'll let these go. At the same time, I'm going to set up a little bit of something with the butcher, the collector, and our breeding bee thingy, the husbandry bee, and I'll show you how amazing they are. Well, I thought this would work, but because of Animalia, it seems it doesn't. So, what normally the husbandry queen does is it mates animal together, like, you know, a bull and a cow. But it doesn't. And normally what the collecting drone would, the queen will do is it will collect the drops. And what the butcher would do is kill the ones that are extra. So it would always keep 2 of an animal here. But since it's Animalia, it seems I can't do that. It's kind of a way to automate breeding and killing, these kind of things. And I'm kind of annoyed to the fact that, like, it's not possible. Alright, so I still gotta stabilize the bees, but I've got most of them. So over here, I removed that one, I removed that one. Over here, I'm still trying to get the police bee. We've got the sharpening queen, and over here we got the miner. Oh yeah! So what the miner means is that you normally want to set up something. I think I'm gonna have to steal one of these here to be able to grab all the materials. So let's do /home. And I should have crates somewhere? I thought I had crates. Oh, there we go. I've got one. So let's go back to bees. And what we're going to do is we're going to transfer the items so that we can actually literally mine without us having to do anything, which is always a good thing. And also, one thing that is pretty nice is that we can mine things that, at the moment, I cannot mine. Meaning that I can go and mine all the things that need you to have, like, the hardest tools in the game, but I'm literally to the point where I just have a diamond pick. And that's it. So, it's pretty nice. For the moment, I'm still keeping those, but eventually it's going to move to proven frame for this to be faster. But as you can see, this is why I'm going down that road. This is why, because it's just amazing. And that's not all. This one is just a normal mining bee, but then you can put it with an engineer, and you have a chance to get a silky, and then you can put both together and get a fortune, which is the one that you want to get to. Because at the moment, like, things like these are just getting mined normally, and the fortune one's going to grab everything else, the things that can't be broken down, and it's going to put it there, but it's going to give you more for everything else. I haven't tested to see how, like, efficient it is with 3 proven frame, because in the end, oh, that's actually probably a lot faster. In the end, we're not going to use apiaries. We're going to use the Gendustries apiaries, and those are a lot faster. So, but they do need power. But again, we can be covered on that. There is a bee in Carrier B called the Energy Queen. And this bee, it takes a little bit of time to get there, but we're almost halfway there. Yeah, we could make that one already. And then we need to make the Repair Bee, and then the Energy Queen. And what this one does is it powers stuff next to it. And when you mix that with a power relay, because you can't put cables on it, it won't give power. But when you mix it with a power relay, you can then go from the power relay to something else. So that normally works. That's how I did it in Continuum. Okay, this is like stupid efficient. Yeah, you see? Carmesine ore. And this thing, if I remember, it needs you to have like cobalt level tools. But what you can do is also get the liquid. Oh, turns out this one is not a good example. But some of them actually have like minerals that you can make tools that are a lot harder and that are going to be a lot better than what we can make at the moment. So pretty much this is cool, though I'm going to leave this one because I want to stabilize it. I can't wait to get the police because, let me check the website. The police one does... It attacks nearby mobs and picks up items when they die. That is, without a doubt, one of the coolest things, because you can literally make a mob farm out of it, and you get the drops. So that is pretty nice. But when you get the police, you can then go and get yourself a thief, an assassin, which this one is one that I want to get to as fast as possible, because the thing that you need to understand, if I type princess, there is 1.5 pages of bees. And doing this is super hard because it takes time. But when we get to the assassin bee, it gets a lot simpler. And a lot of that is going to be explained in the next episode. So next episode will also be about bees. And the reason for this is because after that, the bees are just going to be flowing in super quickly. It's going to be super easy for us to get new bees when we get to the assassin bee. And the reason for this is the assassin bee, it kills the bee in the apiary. It sounds weird. It sounds like you're going to lose your bee, but it's not what it does. What it does is it terminates the bar instantly. So when you want to breed bees together, you put your bees, you let them mix, and then you hit it, you put the assassin bee, the assassin queen around it, and bam, it's going to terminate, and then you're going to have already your thing. So the waiting that you're doing right now, waiting for all of those bees, is completely gone. It's instant. So it's going to allow us to do way faster things. Though this means that I will have to go to the nether because I need to find Sinister's bee. So it might be a little bit problematic. But alright. There's one more thing. So the honey smelter bee. This one doesn't do much except this. So you put iron in a flower next to it, and that bee will turn the iron into another type of metal. It's called the honeycomb ingot. And this one can be used to make armor and a BB gun, which is going to be really, really fun. But this armor is actually no joke. It's 7 and 2, 4 and 2, 9 and 2, and 4 and 2. So it's a really good armor. But once you get 32 around, you can need 28 for the armor and like 5 for the gun, I think. 4 for the gun, so 32. You're going to be able to craft this. Alright, we have 32. We can do legs, helm, chest, head. Oh, oops. Oops. Well, I guess we need to make another one because I can't count and I made 2 times the head. And you can't... Okay. Let's get, what? 1 more iron? Oh, I didn't think I was going to mess up. Seriously, that was like quite... Oh, of course I grabbed the silver. Oh. There we go. Home bee. And to be honest, once you've done that, you can put your bee away. Like, it has no value whatsoever. Like, it doesn't do anything else. Alright, so we got the BB gun. So, it's pretty cool. Now we can pew, pew, pew. and shift, and we're gonna have stuff in there. But I can't use it because it needs honey, and we don't have honey. That's why over here I've got a centrifuge, and I forgot to do squeezer as well. Well, it's because we could use the other one. But I think this one is cheaper, so we're gonna go for a squeezer like that. That's not too bad. Yeah, all right. So for first, I think we can squeeze. So let's look at honey and see if we can make it real quick. No, because I would need this. And I think you need the pans. This is what makes no sense. You get the forestry from the pans. Let's see if we can... I think I lost my sifter. I don't know where it is. So let's grab this, some string, and sifter. There we go. And let's see. I'm just gonna try. No. See? It doesn't work. You need to have the Pam's Harvest Craft 1. Which is stupid. It's to get honey from forestry. Surely you should be like any honeycomb should do. But, alright, so I guess we're going to have to make the centrifuge. But that is actually not going to happen today. This one still hasn't changed. I need a Valiant. And yeah, it's still annoying, this one. Like, everything else is done. Like, I can't believe we got... Oh, whoa, my miner changed. No! I need to change it back. Alright, well, I guess I've got some work cut out for me. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed this Bee Fest. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like. If you really loved it, don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.